There we go. Give me a moment. Let me check my audio. Let me check my YouTube audio real quick. Okay. YouTube audio is good. Well, it's on at least. Okay. Now that I know that the audio works, give me a moment. I'm getting set up because we have Zords to review. Yay, yay. Doo-doo-doo-doos. As excited as I am for these Zords, I am so confused on the lineup, to be honest. Like, why are there only 3 out of the 5 released so far? I mean, I didn't see a reason why on the website. It just said coming to Walmart soon, and the other 2 saying not until October. Just got the number 150 badge. Oh, that was just a notification. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's fix my YouTube angles real quick. Let's move you to the bottom, and let's make sure I've got commenting on. That way I can see my comments if there end up being any. Didn't have to worry about that last time, so. Down. Do. Okay. Let's go ahead and just jump into this, shall we? Because we've only got 3 to deal with. Let's not block my microphone. Let's start with the Triceratops, because this one is, for me, the Triceratops is the most disappointing of the 3, because outside of the head and the tail, nothing really moves. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, the box itself, all of these boxes are sick as hell. I love how the helmets on the boxing folds over into the corners to, reveal also the team. Which, why are they giving us a Green Ranger, but the labelings and stuff don't have the Green Ranger on them? Or maybe that's just because they haven't given us the Dragon Zord yet, and I'm still trying to figure out why that is also. I also like how on the box now it shows which part of the Megazord that the Dino Zord is going to be. The labeling for it is the correct coloring for their Ranger. As per any combinable, it shows you what all it goes into, what all we need to collect, and then a little synopsis of the show itself. I mean, who doesn't know what Power Rangers is at this point? But hey. Oh wait, no, this is supposed to be for kids, so the kids shouldn't know what Power Rangers are, really. But should, also should not, because if the kids know what Power Rangers is, that likely means their parents are a Power Ranger parent. But, first things first, okay, when I first bought it, I didn't take the ice beam out. It's actually still harnessed in there. It's because I never intended on taking the harness or the ice beam out, because it's either going to be displayed like this or as its leg counterpart. I did, however, always have the intention on keeping the box, so I decided to keep it latched inside the box, so I also had a reason to never throw the box away. That's just me. But first, let's show the ice beam, of course, going to go into the cannon, But if you like to use your imagination, just use it that way. But I do like how it shoots it, because it does have the button to do so. This part for the cannon and the tail is actually the quietest part of the entire thing, as you can see, but the rest, pretty damn loud. But the tail and the head being the only movable parts that, which is ironic, this thing is a tank, and yet the, they didn't give it, they didn't even have like little rods on the inside for little bitty, for small movable wheels. I don't even want to roll this across my desk mat because I don't want to damage it. Oh, I can do it with this one, but you can't see that because it's... Anyway, but I mean, it's not like it doesn't do the Dino Zord justice. It's just disappointing that it doesn't actually roll. It basically just sits there. But I guess it's not a bad thing if all you plan on doing is displaying it. That's another annoying part, is that it's not evenly flat on the parts that need to be. Like, I can see that needing to be curved downward for the foot. Oh, sorry for the camera angle. But the diagonal and triangular down point at the bottom of the foot itself keeps it from being even. So it's constantly just gonna tilt, and that bothers me a lot. Because at that point, I have to separate the legs as much as possible just to get them to do this instead of this. Which, it saddens me, to be honest. But hey, I can't say too much because this is my first Mighty Morphin Megazord. My first Megazord was actually the Mega Voyager from Power Rangers in Space. But this is my first Megazord since I was a teenager, so... And also my second Megazord, period, because I never got a Megazord after the Mega Voyager. Let's go ahead and put Triceratops right there underneath the YouTube camera. Next, we're going to go with opening and display, or checking out the Saber-Tooth Tiger. Saber-Tooth Tiger is more like the legs move a little more than well, everything moves more than the Triceratops does, because that thing just doesn't move really. But the wheels on the legs are also stationary. They're just part of the leg itself and not movable, so I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't give us little bitty wheels on the inside. That way we could actually roll them, especially while the Megazord is in tanker mode, while we're trying to play with it. Yes, as adults, we do play with our toys. Don't add us. I mean, the box itself, it's all pretty much the same theme as the Triceratops. Yellow titling for the Yellow Ranger, showing you which leg it's going to be. The Rangers folding over on the sides. I don't know, nothing new. Same thing at the back. Shows you what it looks like when standing up, and then shows you the... Is that supposed to be an actual missile or something with lightning? Because I don't remember... No, I guess lightning does match with the Saber-Tooth Tiger. I don't know. I think we've only ever seen the Saber-Tooth Tiger fire from its tail like 2 or 3 times in the entire first 2 seasons, before the Dino Zords get, shafted hard. Let's go ahead and get our Saber-Tooth. Same concept with the Saber-Tooth Tiger's lightning bolt. I left it harnessed in because I never had the intention on taking it out. Box getting annoying. Because I mean, as the only Power Ranger fan in my house, I mean, it's not like I have anything else to do with these things, but admire them and play with them on my own. So I'm not going to pull out the projectiles just to do nothing with them. And like I said with the Triceratops, it gives me an excuse not to throw the box away. That way, when it comes to moving or transporting, I can just rebox them, transport them, and if I want to display them in box, I can display them in box or I can keep the boxes out of the way and display them behind me. Displaying them behind me is going to be out of the question, seeing as how we'll be out of this house relatively soon, and then our next house isn't going to have an office for me, so. Yo, I didn't realize that the saber-tooth tiger fucking moved like this. Why? I'm not complaining, that's actually cool, but why doesn't the Triceratops do it? Also, those teeth should be inside the mouth, not where the whiskers are. Neither here nor there. Not much of a tail, really, for the saber-tooth tiger, of course, but it does shoot the lightning bolt missile, just like the ice beam missile from the Triceratops. Like I was saying, the wheels for the saber-tooth tiger itself, they don't move, and they didn't give us little bitty tiny wheels on the inside of the legs to give us the ability of actual motion, especially in tanker mode when all we want to do is roll the tanker mode around. Like, seriously, we don't get to roll the tanker mode. It's either going to sit stationary, or we're going to stand it, or they're going to be displayed individually. A little disappointing, but this is for little kids, so I guess I can't complain all that much. They have shown, like, Playmates has shown the collector's variants of the Zords and the Ranger figures, and they actually look pretty decent in comparison to, well, these. But still, it's just meh. What the hell's going on? Oh well, let's go ahead and put stand saber-tooth tiger correctly real quick. And then we will move on to our final piece. My personal favorite, because it is my favorite Ranger, the Tyrannosaurus. The box is much bigger because, well, of course the Tyrannosaurus is bigger. Tyrannosaurus showing that it's, of course, the Red Rangers, the entire, like, the base body of the Megazord itself, which, personally, I've always felt that if you're going to be a Megazord piece, you should, the Red Ranger should be either the full body or the head. Not both. Looking at you, Dino Thunder. Anyway, but that's neither here nor there. There wasn't any extra combat effects or anything with the Tyrannosaurus, so he just comes right out of the box. But him, like, I'm disappointed in the Tyrannosaurus because you can't stand him up straight. It's fucking loud as shit. I don't like that. Makes me feel like I'm gonna break the damn thing. Like, it relies on its... Oh, there we go. A little better. Okay, so that's not horrible, I guess. I had been having the worst time trying to get it to balance, but I guess that's a lot better. Like, the head moves up and down, thankfully, because it has to go inside of the chest. Everybody's noticed that the chest piece is actually upside down when it's supposed to be the other way. It's supposed to be facing downwards, but I made the joke that it's flipping all of us off because, you know, we complained about the Lightning Collection so much. But it's nice, it's bulky, it's what I would expect from a Tyrannosaurus Zord individually. And it actually reminds me of the Tyrannosaurus during Season 2 when it morphs into the into the Red Thunder Dragon. But unfortunately, the arms, they only move side, like, up and down. The hands don't. They don't articulate. The arms don't extend forward. The legs only have a certain angular movement that it allows. But all in all, like the Tyrannosaurus is the most well done of the three, and I really wish I could go over the other two, the Mastodon and the Pterodactyl, but the Mastodon and Pterodactyl aren't even out yet, which doesn't make freaking sense. Like, why would you release 3 out of the 5 for the first Megazord, even though the boxes say Megazord Battle Ready? How would... My question... That's actually kind of adorable and hilarious. Tiptoeing Tyrannosaurus. Oh, that might help, but it doesn't stay. It doesn't clip on in the back without the pterodactyl, and that's really annoying, seeing as how we don't have the pterodactyl yet. Like this isn't... Well, hang on. Maybe I gotta fix my YouTube angle. A little bit more. There we go. Like... Megazord somewhat activated. Like, seriously! That's like a Mewtwo tail right there for on a Megazord. The only arms it has at its disposal are its cropped up, well, it's permanently cropped up Tyrannosaurus hands that can't be moved for any reason. It's... How is this Megazord battle ready? It is 3/5 battle ready. Thing can't even defend itself. I will, however, give one massive credit to it, and that is the fact that it can take actual steps if you use, or if you want to make it, or pose it standing on something, which would be freaking cool. See, if the foot was flat, I wouldn't be having this issue. Anyway, you get my point. Like, the way it allows you to bend the knees for stance, I mean, I absolutely love. But like I was saying earlier, like, I have to do this to make it stand straight without a tilt, and then it's a Megazord without arms and without a chest plate. No back cannons, no mega power sword, no shield. It's like, seriously, why? How difficult would it have been to release the Mastodon and the Pterodactyl? Or hell, just release it in a fucking 5-pack. I know people that, I mean, as Power Ranger fans, we'd have dropped an easy $100 on a 5-pack of Dino Zords, waiting patiently for a Dragon Zord. But instead, they give us 3 out of the 5. Then they're going to give us the other 2 in October. And still no mention of a Dragon Zord at all. Which I don't understand. Why give us so many things and leave out the Dragon Zord? I mean, the Morph Ready figures, there's all 6 from red to green. He didn't have a Blade Blaster, but we got the Blade Blasters. He had his Dragon Dagger, so he got his Dragon Dagger. And I understand that we don't have a Green Ranger Morpher, but the Dragon Dagger, I think, comes with... I think the Dragon Dagger comes with a coin. Yeah, the Dragon Dagger comes with a coin, so the Green Ranger doesn't need his own Morpher. So we've got the Morpher, we have all 6 coins, we have the Blade Blaster, and the Dragon Dagger. But they're not giving us the Dragon Zord. And they didn't even give us the last 2 Dino Zords simultaneously with the first 5. Like, what kind of release strategy was that? I don't understand it at all. It's like they're trying to maximize their profits, so they didn't release everything at once. But if that was going to be the case, then why advertise it all as if it's all coming out simultaneously, and then not do so, and then make us wonder whether or not even the last piece of the actual Megazord is going to come out. Hell, I'm sitting here wondering if they're even going to do a Titanus so we can do an Ultra Zord, but I'm not holding my breath for Titanus, to be honest. But we're going to see. I mean, I don't even know what they would do with Titanus. Barely make his neck movable and then have stationary cannons to the sides. Have the top being able to be removed so we can stick the Megazord in there. But then again, that would have to be a massive ass toy, and I don't see parents nowadays spending like $150 for a Titanus just to fit one of these. Not unless their Titanus is going to be like just a giant chunk of plastic that this thing stands on top of but not inside of. But I don't know. I mean, from what I think I saw some comparisons of sizes of the old school Megazord from the 90s and this one, and I think this one's actually slightly bigger. So I don't see Titanus being an easy feat or a cheap feat for that matter. And it's just, I really wish I had the last 2. I was really excited to get my first Mighty Morphin Megazord. Because I just got my first Mighty Morphin I just got my first Morpher, period. And it was, you know, the actual Mighty Morphin Morpher. And that was earlier this year. But it's like I got some Power Ranger firsts in this year. It's just I wanted to have my first MMPR Megazord, and I only got 3/5 of it, and with the other 2 not coming out until October, I don't even know if I'll have the funds for the other 2 in October. Like, sheesh. Might have to do a stream to see if I can get some viewer donation for that. That's not gonna happen. No one's gonna donate to me. I was playing with these things last night in front of my daughter, and she was going nuts because she wanted to play with them. Sorry, my little darling, you are not going to play with my Power Ranger toys. At least not until you're old enough to know when not to break things. Anyway. Also, disassembly, it's a little annoying. Makes you feel like you're going to break the Triceratops, to be honest. Saber-tooth Tiger's not much better, but it's a little bit easier to pull out. You can hear my phone ringing. But I'm on a live stream. Why would I answer my phone call? Or answer my phone when it's not my wife or my mother-in-law? How are you going to try and have 2 phone calls at the same time? There we go. Well, as much as the release schedule annoys me and confuses me, and as much as the noise that this thing generates annoys me, I can't say that I'm not excited to have my first Dino Zords. Like, even when I was a kid, like, I'd always wanted a Megazord. I'd always wanted Zords, but the Zords were still a little expensive back in the day. Like, my dad was able to throw me a Power Ranger birthday party for my 8th birthday, and he got me the little, like, the small combinable power weapons, and I believe it was a set of gloves that I was able to get. But the Zords, they were just out of the question, unfortunately. So I didn't get myself hands on Zords until I was in my teens. So I wasn't able to have myself a Mighty Morphin Megazord. I wasn't able to have myself the Zeo Megazord. Like the Zeo Zords, I really, really wanted because they just looked so cool. Like I also wanted the Thunder Megazord. Like that dragon was mind blowing. I wasn't in my unicorn phase yet, so I wasn't too phased by the unicorn Zord, but I was confused by it because I had never seen an actual horn on it until last year when I saw the physical toy up close for the first time, and then I finally saw the horn. Oh, I can only imagine what the Griffin and Unicorn Thunder Zords would look like under Playmates. Ugh. It's whatever. I mean, for the most part, I'm only really gonna have them displayed. I want to have it displayed in tanker mode. I kind of want one in tanker mode, and I want one to have in uh, Megazord mode, but I can't justify having two Megazords. I might I might justify it somehow. Like I might get the Playmates variant and display it as the tank version, and then when the collector's variant comes out, I might try and get it to display as the Megazord variant. It would be nice to have a third set though, to have those, like the pterodactyl comes with 5 little figurines to represent each ranger. It'd be cool to have a third set to go, but again, I can't justify that kind of money. So, but yeah, I mean, I can only talk about these specific 3 for so long. I'm not really wanting to talk about the morph ready figures because even back in the 90s, those things looked so stupid to me. I didn't even want one. It was, they looked so dumb. I was like, I would love a Blade Blaster. Oh, I had a Blade Blaster back then for my when I got one for my birthday too. But again, still boggles my mind where all my Power Ranger stuff went because I don't have any recollection of any of that stuff too far past that birthday. Neither here nor there. Just, I do, I do have a goal of at some point getting my hands on a Mega Voyager because, like I said earlier, the Mega Voyager was my first Megazord. My dad managed to find one. I think it was at the flea market, fully packaged and everything when I was, I think I was 15. Couldn't have been 15. It's 2000. No, it was 1999. So I was 13. 1999. I was 13. So, but that was basically the last thing Power Ranger wise I would receive for quite a while. But back then, I mean, I had those. My dad had actually found me a messenger bag that had the first Megazord on it, and yet somehow had the White Ranger on it when it was a Season 1 bag. That bag disappeared. I found it 5 years ago online, and it's in my living room right now. So, uh, but yeah, I'll probably eventually get the Dragon Dagger too, because I'm a collector, and it's Power Rangers, so of course I'm going to. But I'm still really confused as to why they didn't at least design. I don't even know if they even designed the Dragon Zord for this type of uh, production, because there wasn't there was zero mention of a Dragon Zord in any of their announcements. Sorry, I noticed that that serial number at the bottom of my saber-tooth tiger. So I was wondering. Okay, it's right there at the bottom of my Tyrannosaurus. Where is it on my? Okay, Triceratops was the easiest one to find. I don't know why. I just noticed it, so I wanted to go look to see where the others were at and see if it was on anything noticeable, and it's not. And yeah, that's literally it. I mean, I don't really have anything else to say. There's nothing really else to say. We've gone over all the details of the Megazord. We've gone over the fact that we have to wait till October to get the last two Zords. We've gone over my confusion as to why we don't have a Dragon Zord. How I don't know if they're ever going to give us a Titanus, because I don't see Playmates spending that kind of money to design a Titanus that will be affordable enough for parents to be willing to get for their children nowadays. Especially since Titanus, in general, is a $200 Zord, and that's just a vintage. And I don't imagine a modern Titanus that has to fit one of these to be not expensive. Yo, what is up, Raphael? It's been a long time. Check out my new Power Ranger stuff. Oh, wait. I can put him on his knees. Oh. Sort of. Tyrannosaurus push-ups. Worst push-ups ever. I can't complain about my day, to be honest. Just getting a live stream done, reviewing the new Power Ranger stuff before I wake up Ember for lunch. Because best time to get for the best time for a parent as a live streamer slash YouTuber slash content creator would be time frames that the kids are asleep. And she's still dead to the world. I love it. Anyway, I was going over how, for some reason, Playmates just released new Power Ranger stuff, but they only gave us 3 out of 5 Zords. Yeah, for the most part, it is pretty cool. It's just, there are a lot of things to be desired, like the arms for the Tyrannosaurus don't move, except for that. The Triceratops, it doesn't roll like it should. None of the wheels on the Saber-Tooth Tiger roll, but the Saber-Tooth Tiger gets to move its face. It's kind of cool, not gonna lie. And we don't have the Mastodon or the Pterodactyl yet. It's whatever. But you caught me right as I was ending the stream, because I don't have anything else to talk about. And like I said, I have to get Ember up for lunch anyway. That, and my neighbor just started mowing the lawn, and I can imagine that it's annoying to hear. I know it is for me. I went to surprise my friends at work last week on Wednesday. How did that go? Give me a second, I'll be right back. I even want to keep this disassembled, but I don't have room back here for it. Not like it matters about how much room I have back here anyway, because I need to start packing all of this up anyway. I mean, our our quote unquote move out deadline is in a couple of days, but our house isn't ready yet. So, but I did start packing up some stuff. So my office is actually a little more empty than normal today, and I am super tired from doing it. But that's neither here nor there. Rawr. Meow. Meow. They got the shock of their lives. Didn't realize. Was it like a long distance trip surprise or something? Uh, oh. And now that I've slowed down from all the activity from this morning, now my body wants to get tired. Of course it does. Well, like I was saying earlier, I don't really have anything left to say about the Dino Zords. Sucks that there's only 3 of them out so far. Why are there pegs down here? Why are there pegs on the side of the Tyrannosaurus? Mastodon goes here and here. And the pterodactyl goes here. And everything else goes back here. So what goes here? I'm so lost. I don't know. Anyway, since I've already gone over all of this cool and yet disappointing Megazord, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off, wake up the child so she can get some lunch going, and I also have her pool already loaded up with water so she can go play after lunch. So we've got a day ahead of us. So stay tuned to the TikTok and the YouTube, because as soon as I have the ability to get my hands on the Mastodon and the Pterodactyl, I will be doing another stream about them. And I'll be getting, I'll be going live again probably sometime tomorrow after I get some sleep. Because after Ember's done with her pool, we're gonna come back inside and take a nap. Cause I already want a nap. Anyway, VHS 201. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's the size of the individual Zords compared to the lightning figures? Man, let's see. Do I have a lightning figure? I don't have a lightning figure specifically, but I do have my Merrick here. So Merrick, or this one, I think this is one of the old school originals, which isn't too far shorter than the lightning collections, I assume. Sorry, I have like 2 lightning collection figures, and they're both in the back of my house. But give me a second to disassemble, and I'll show you. Come on, saber-tooth tiger. Okay, there's a saber-tooth tiger for comparison. The Triceratops for comparison. You don't have the Zap. I do not have a Zap Megazord. This is actually the only Megazord I own. And it's actually only the second Megazord I've ever owned in my life. But the Zap Megazord, I think, is actually bigger than this. But I don't imagine by much. Come on, Tyrannosaurus. There we go. Man, that Tyrannosaurus is a little taller than I remember. September 2nd is your birthday, 26. Early happy birthday. My birthday is on August 13th. So yay, birthdays all around. But yeah, I mean the Tyrannosaurus is a decent sized mofo for sure. But I'll tell you that the Triceratops is a huge disappointment since nothing moves, just the head and the tail, and that's just for combining purposes. But the tanker itself does not roll, which doesn't make sense. And the same thing with the wheels on the saber-tooth tiger. They didn't even give us little peggy wheels to roll. And I was kind of really disappointed that I couldn't stand this up straight. I've read the opposite, that the new Megazord is about 6 inches taller than the Zap. Really? I mean, don't take my word for it, since I don't own a Zap Megazord, and I've honestly never seen one in person. I've never had the money to buy one flat out, so... And the only reason I have these three is that I just started a new job, and I was able to pull out money from my paycheck early. Because, well, my Walmart recently grabbed them, and I needed to get them. Thank you, Raphael. But I mean, either way, for a Megazord, it's actually pretty damn. They're pretty sizable for Zords, and for the prices that they are, I mean, I can't really complain about how they're priced. For the most part, because I think the Mastodon's going to be like $20, which I guess makes sense, seeing how it's the arms and the shoulders and shit like that. I think I bought my Tyrannosaurus for $17.99, and I think, let's see, I think the last time they added wheels to the Zords was the soul of, I guess it's to cut down on costs because they're just supposed to be kids' toys, but still, it ruins the not the mystique. There's not a mystique to it. For me, it just ruins the experience. Like, it's literally supposed to be a tank, so taking away the one thing that makes a tank, which would be its, wheels, is just disappointing to me. I was like really looking forward to playing with my Zords to their fullest potential, but I mean, I guess as a 38-year-old man, or trying to recapture the things in my childhood I never got to have, I guess I can't complain that much. I don't have too much room to. Especially since after I get the remainders, they're just going to go up for display. So I was worried a little bit with the Megazord because it was starting to look a lot cheaper than the... Bro, I will let you know. It looks cool. I mean, it's got some decent weight to it for being something that's so cheaply made. And it's not horribly made. Not horribly made by any stretch of the imagination. But there's obviously much to be desired to it, I can't lie. Like, for a Dino Zord, like I was saying earlier, he can't stand up completely straight, so the only way to make him stand properly is to do this, and rely on the tail, most of the time. Lucky Cat Megazord. Let's see. It'll probably help if I put in the correct pin to my phone. Say later, Raphael. Let's see, so Lucky Cat Megazord. Lucky Cat. Huh? Is Lucky Cat the channel? Or is... That is the Beast Lord. No. Like, are we talking these videos? Sorry, no, the brand. Okay. Probably hope I put a 5 or a T instead of it. Is it Lucky Cat Poke Company? Lucky Cat Collective? No, not collective, I would imagine. No, that's food. Oh wait, are you talking about that really sick looking Megazord that's got like the teeth for on the back of the pterodactyl that looks all like that Megazord? Because yes, that is a sick ass Megazord. Like I would love to have any of those sick ass, more adult looking Dino Zords or any fucking Zords for that matter. But they all cost so much, and this year was really the only time I'd have the option to really live out my collector spoils, and that's kind of over now. I like this is like the last of my collector spoils. Oh, and they just I can only imagine what the Dragon Zord of that would look like. Oh, I have seen that because I saw that scrolling through Facebook a couple days ago. They had the finger missiles, and they just had it sitting on the model, and I was like, bro, like I don't even have to be a fan of Tommy, because that's sick as hell. Ugh. But it looks like you go. Wait a tick. Okay, the photo I was looking at, it was combined with the green variant of the Mastodon. Yeah, the green variant of the Mastodon. I was like, why does it look like it has its own super form? Oh, yeah, I won't lie. Having one of those would be really fucking cool to have in my background of any of my videos, and I would love to do a review of one of those too. But, whew, that's just that's a set of fucking Zords I will never have the ability to drop money on. So I'll have to admire them from afar, which I don't mind, to be honest. I mean, I'm honestly wondering when the hell they're gonna decide to announce the Dragon Zord for these, because I'm curious as to how big it's gonna be. Because it's gonna have to be pretty decently sized just to fit over this little bastard. And I was talking earlier about how big they'd have to make Titanus just to make it, you know, worthwhile, but it would also be, you know, stupid expensive especially nowadays in comparison to old days. When old days it was like, I think it was like a $90 Zord on its own, and now it's like 200 to 300 a piece from the just for the OG. And now a reignition variant would probably be about $100 on its own, which is so much worse now than it would than back then. Still gonna say, really fucking bold of you to not give us the other Zords. Like, seriously, how are you gonna advertise all 5 of these little bastards and not give all 5 of them to us? But then give the streamers online access to them just to tease us. Like, seriously. And mind you, imagine my frustration and confusion going to 5 or 6 different Walmarts looking for these things, never seeing Mastodon or Pterodactyl, and being one of those people who refuses to ask people to check in the back because I fucking hate it when people do that. Back when Hasbro bought the license, there were rumors of a 4-foot Megazord. God damn, a 4-foot Megazord! Woo! That's even bigger than the Transformers Armada variant of Unicron. And that thing was massive. Ooh. Oh, I can imagine. Was it disassemblable? Or was it just like a singular figure, like an articulable figure or whatever, like an articulable statue or whatever of the Megazord? Or could you actually take the Dinozords apart? Because imagine, like, 2.5-foot tall Triceratops. No, a 2-foot tall Triceratops, 2.5-foot tall, 3-foot tall saber-toothed tiger. The Tyrannosaurus by itself would be about 3 feet tall alone. Like effectively being the tallest and the biggest. Let's see, that the wingspan for that pterodactyl would be something. And then, ooh, full 5-piece figure. Woo-hoo! Then imagine the Dragon Zord that would go on that. Or the Titanus that could go, or that it could go into. Oh my gosh, just the possibilities that will never, ever be. And that's not fair. But I guess I shan't be surprised. I mean, that's how time progresses, I guess. They ended up scaling it down and made it for kids online. Man, at that point, might as well. Ooh, are you talking about the Imagine X Megazord that has the chest that opens, but also is open to look at on the inside? Because to be honest, that would be kind of lackluster at a 4 foot taller. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, what time is it? Oh shit, it's 1:17. Okay, I've got to cut this live stream so I can go feed the kiddo. Okay, now imagine they take that kind of Megazord at 4 foot tall and then taking it and making it a costume, functionable costume. That'd be cool. All right, TikTok. Thank you for joining. I will see you guys in my next live stream and my next shorts, which will probably have a few later today since Monday Night Raw is on later. Woo! Later, guys. Had to end the TikTok live stream. And I have to end this live stream so I can go feed my 2-year-old. But thank you for joining. If you didn't subscribe, please do so, because I'm trying to get my content back up so I can get my viewership back up. But yeah, if not, no big deal. Thanks for joining.